Hi everyone, this is Noel from ZyNerd. In this video, we are going to look at the Kerala MBBS admission process, how to go through the process, how to register, how to apply, and how to upload the documents and everything. So we'll go step by step. So this is what you're seeing here is the website for KEAM 2023, and here on the left side, there are a lot of options here. And the first one is prospectus, then there's notifications and prerequisites for applying online, how to apply, how to pay. So all the instructions are given here. So now we'll start with the registration process. We'll go through the registration and then we'll fill up the application form, and I'll also show you how to upload the documents. Okay. So let's start with by clicking on the register here button. So click on the register here button, and here it says welcome to KEAM 2023 application portal, and the last date of the application submission is 10th April 2023 by 5 p.m. and last date of certificates uploading except 10th mark sheet, nativity and date of birth proof. Okay, so there are two deadlines here. So basically what you need to understand is the registration process will close by 10th April 2023 5 p.m. but they have given additional 10 more days for uploading of certain documents. So we'll look at what these documents are at the later stage in the application process. Okay, so the first step is registration. The second step is filling of the application. Third step is payment of the application fee. Fourth step is uploading the images and certificates. Fifth step, you will have to print the acknowledgement that you will get by the end of the application process. So here there are certain declarations that need to be ticked for you to proceed. Okay, so let's click on these declarations and let's proceed to the registration. Okay, so this is the registration page. So here, so we'll have to fill in the registration name. So first fill out your name. Okay, and then here we are filling out the date of birth. Okay. So you're filling in the phone number. Okay, so we have to confirm the phone number again, type it again, same number. Okay, so we have typed in the number. Next is the email address. So let's type in the email address. Okay, now you have to set a password. So to set a password, there are some conditions given here. The password should contain minimum of 8 characters. It should have a combination of alphabets, numericals, and special characters. Okay. So there should be alphabet, there should be a number, and then there should also be a special character. Okay. For example, I'll show you how this is done. Okay. So we have set the password. So like we said here, the password should contain minimum of 8 characters. It should have an alphabet. So alphabet should be there, and also numbers. So numbers you can use from 0 to 9. You have to use any numbers in the password, and also special characters, which is you can use the exclamatory mark, @ symbol, hash symbol, dollar symbol, percentage symbol. All these can be used. Okay, so you have set a password. Next you go to the, so access code is basically image is given on the right side. So just look at the image and type in the number. So now we click on register. Okay, so it's asking for a registration confirmation. So you look at the name, you look at the date of birth, look at the phone number, look at the email ID, and then you click on confirm. Okay, so whenever you create a password, make sure you remember the password. Also note down the password somewhere. Okay, now you have now the OTP has been sent. We are going to put in the OTP. Okay, so now we have put in the OTP, and click on submit. Okay, so the registration process is done. We have successfully registered. And now I'm going to show you how the OTP looks like, just for reference. So the OTP will be something like this. So you'll be receiving a message from Seeker, CEEKER, and you will receive a OTP from KEAM 2023. So the first number that is on the message, that is the OTP. So you can use that to proceed with the registration. Okay. So once the registration is completed, you will get one more message from the same number saying, dear candidate, you've registered for KEAM 2023, and application number is also generated for this. Okay. So now the application number has been generated. Now we go to filling the application form. So let's click on fill the application form. So like earlier, we saw there are different stages to this application form process. First is the registration. It says green that we have completed. The second is the filling of the application form that we are going to do now. This is the step 2. Okay. Let's click on step 2, and you'll have to select the course. So under course, since we are applying for MBBS and BDS, so we'll have to click on medical. So if you're a candidate who wants to apply for MBBS, BDS, and also for engineering or other courses, then you can click on the other courses. So here we are going to click only on medical. For MBBS and BDS, the examination, the qualifying examination is conducted by NTA. Therefore, you don't have to select the center of choice here. Okay, so just clicking on the medical course will be enough. Next step is you save and proceed. Okay, so now they have asked for the basic details here. Okay, so this is important. So click on whatever your gender is. Then next we go to nationality. In nationality, there is Indian, there is overseas citizen of India, and then there is others. Okay, so let's see what happens if you click on these drop down. So if you are Indian, it's asking you for nativity. Okay, so nativity, it says the Keralite All India Service, right? This All India Civil Service candidates who are in Kerala, they come under this category. Then there is non-Keralite NK1. This is for candidates who have lived in Kerala for 5 years, or their parents are working for the government of India, or they're working for the government of Kerala. There are some conditions here. We have already covered this in our previous video. You can take a look at it. And then finally, there is non-Keralite 2, which is for candidates who are who don't belong to any of the above criteria. Okay. So this is for Indians. Then there is OCI holder. Okay, so it says that the admission to various courses is dependent on the writ petition. This is for the OCI case that happened. So we have also done a detailed video on OCI on our channel. Please take a look at it. If you're an OCI candidate, want to get more clarity, then please do that. Then if you click on others, it says that you're not eligible. So candidates from other countries are not eligible for KEAM 2023. So now we proceed with Indian. We click on nativity, we click on Keralite, okay. And here you can see the red asterisk here, which means that these fields are mandatory. It needs to be filled for sure. But other number, there is no asterisk. So you don't need to fill it. Okay. So next, parents details are asked. So father's name is asked, mother's name is asked. Let's just so fill up your father's and mother's name, like the name as it is on your 10th certificate. So on your 10th certificate, if there is your father's name, mother's name, please fill it accordingly. Okay. So filling the mother's name. So next, we are filling the district here. So this district has nothing to do with the nativity that we filled earlier. This is just for This is just so that they are recording this information. So just fill up the district. So we are filling the district here. Just fill your father's district and the mother's district, then their educational qualification. This is also just for data collection purposes, so it doesn't impact your nativity or other eligibility criteria. Okay, so just click on. So click on whatever your parents' eligibility, their educational qualification is. Next we go to occupation. Just fill up their occupation, whichever is applicable. Then name of the guardian is asked. If you have a guardian who's taking care of you, then please fill up that name of the guardian and also your relationship with them. Okay. So they might be uncle or they might be some relative. So just mention what kind of relation it is. Okay. So now we have filled in these details. Now we click on save and proceed. Okay. So it says authentication error. So the website has timed out. So we need to log in again. Okay. So you must already have the application number. So just enter your application number again and log in. So this is a timeout issue. No need to worry. You can continue from where you left off. So you would have received a SMS with the application number. You can look at the application number and you can type it. Okay. So this is where I said you need to remember your password. So you can type in your password. Also type in the access code which is given on the side. So the image here has a number. Just look at that and type. Now you'll be able to log in and you can click on fill application. So now the next page has opened. It is about communication information. Let's fill up this. So if you have an alternate number, you can fill up an alternate number, but it's not mandatory because there's no red color asterisk here. So this address has to be filled up. Okay. So fill up your address. So whatever is your address, you can fill it up. Okay. Fill up your address completely. So it's asking for post office. So whichever post office you come under, you can fill it up. Okay. Next is asking for a PIN code. So fill up the PIN code. Okay. So we are filling up a PIN code here, and it's asking for state. So fill up the state and the district. Okay, so now we have completed our address process. All the fields have been filled. So then there is a communication address. So this is the permanent address. Next is the communication address. This also needs to be filled for sure. It's mandatory. If your communication address is the same as the permanent address, then you can click here, same as permanent address. There is next we go to academic details. In academic details, there is a qualifying examination, which is for most of us it will be +2 or equivalent. So click on this qualifying examination. Next is click on if you have already passed the examination or you are appearing for the examination this year. Okay, so if you have already passed the examination, click on this. Then it's asking for the board. So which board the candidate studied in. Okay. So click on the relevant board for you. There are many boards given here. So here we are going for Kerala Higher Secondary. And here it's asking studied Sanskrit at +2 level or not. So this is only for candidates who have opted for medical and allied courses. This particular thing is not applicable for MBBS and BDS. So just click on no. Okay. Have you applied for KEAM previous years? So if you're a candidate who applied for last year or previous years, then click on yes. Or if you are doing this for the first time, then click on no. Okay. Now we save and proceed. Now we go to the next step, which is communal reservation details. Okay. This is where this is a very important step. This is where your caste details are given. And this information is used for allotting a seat depending on your reservation. Okay, so there is a note given here. Let's read what it says. Select general if the candidate is not eligible for reservation under EWS SCBC, SC, ST, or they do not belong to any other reservation community. So does not belong to any other reservation community, that means they are a general candidate. And here it says candidate is not eligible for reservation under EWS, SCBC, SC and ST. Okay. So there are some eligibility criteria for EWS, which is you need to get a EWS certificate. For SCBC candidates, you need to get a non-creamy layer certificate. For SC and ST candidates, you need to get a community certificate, right? So if you're able to get these certificates, then you can select your reservation. In case you are not eligible for these reservation, EWS or SCBC or SC and ST, then you have to select general. That's what they're saying. If they have to claim any communal reservation, then select the community name from the list based on the community certificate. So your community or caste will be given on the community certificate or the non-creamy layer certificate. So that caste should be mentioned in this field. Okay. So community claim for eligible reservation. So let's look at what options are here. So the first is general category. This is for candidates who do not come under any type of reservation. They have to select general. If you're a candidate who has a EWS certificate, then you can apply for this EWS category. For EWS category, there is 10% of seats allotted. So you can get this certificate and avail this reservation. Then other castes are mentioned here. Okay. Other castes are mentioned here. So you will have to go through this caste and find which caste is applicable for you and select the caste accordingly. Okay. So if you're a Latin Catholic or Anglo-Indian, you have to select this. Then there is Kusavan, and then there is Manan, which is a SC, ST category. So whichever category is applicable for you, you have to select this. Okay. So here we are going to just select any. So just select the caste which is appropriate for you. Okay. So I'm selecting a caste here. So next we have to select the caste for the parents. So community of father is asked. So you'll have to select this. So depending on this, this data will be captured. So let's just select this caste first. Okay. So fathers and mothers caste is recorded here. Okay. So once this process is done, where you have put your caste, which you're eligible for. So if you're let's say in this case I've put a ST tribe. So if you're eligible for a ST reservation, you have the community certificate, then you have to put this. So if you're a candidate who don't have a community certificate, you're not eligible for any reservation, then you have to click on general. Okay. So these details are filled up. Community of the father and mother is filled up. Next we click on save and proceed. Okay. Next, other reservation details are asked. So this is basically a special reservation in government colleges. So there are different types of reservation. First is diploma holders. And this is not applicable for MBBS. So let's look at what is applicable for MBBS and BDS courses. Here, so there is DK, which is defense skill missing or disabled. This is there for MBBS. So if you're a candidate who's applicable for this, please click on this. Then there is the dependent of defense, died in harness. Then there is children or dependent of officials serving in paramilitary forces. Then there is children of serving defense personnel from Kerala, SD. Then there is ex-servicemen. Then there is degree holders in Ayurveda, this is for MBBS. There is degree holders in homeopathy for MBBS. Then there is also a nurse quota. There is one seat for nurses. This is for MBBS course. So there are different special reservations here. There is also one Jewish quota seat. So if you are a candidate who is part of this, then you can also apply for this. So just select what is applicable for you. Then you can click on proceed. Okay. So if nothing is, if none of these special reservations are applicable, don't select on anything. And then if you claim, there is a note given here, let's read it. If you claim the seats reserved for following categories, submit the printout of acknowledgement page along with required documents to the concerned authority specified against each category. Okay, you're not required to upload the certificate in the application portal. Okay, this is for these categories. So for the earlier we had looked at the special reservation. For that, another note is given. Candidates who claim the following reservation need to upload the necessary supporting certificates in the upload images and certificate section. Okay, so for these special reservations that we are seeing, you will have to upload a document saying that you are part of this reservation, right? Only then you will be allotted the reservation seat. But for these bottom categories, let's say agriculture assistant, NCC quota, sports quota, you will have to apply as this quota, and you will also have to send the necessary documents. So let's say if you're a candidate who has taken the sports quota, you will have to take your necessary documents, which are your sports certificates that you received when you went to the competitions and all that. So get these certificates and you will have to send it to the concerned authority. So for sports, it is Kerala Sports Council. For NCC, there is Kerala NCC Council. So there are different councils and authorities for different category reservations. So only for these category reservations, you will have to send your documents to the concerned authority and get it verified. Only then you will get the seat for this reservation. Okay. Then there is a PWD candidate. So for PWD candidate, if you're a PWD candidate, then you will have to click on yes. And here a note is given saying that you do not need to upload any medical certificate for claiming PWD status, person with disability status. But the candidate has to appear in front of the medical board when notified by the CE. So CE will inform you saying that you have to come to the Kerala Medical Board, and the Kerala Medical Board will assess your disability and they'll provide a certificate. Only with that certificate you will be able to get the reservation for the PWD seats. Okay, so if you're a PWD candidate, select yes, or if not, then select no. Are you a minority quota? Right? Are you a candidate from a minority quota? So, so for minority quota candidate, you will have to. So this doesn't come under the earlier reservation that we saw. Okay, but there are minority quota seats in self-financing colleges, which are private colleges. So to avail those minority seats, you will need to click on this. So if you're a minority quota candidate, you'll have to click on this. So where will you see this minorities thing? Minority that you are a minority candidate. So on your 10th mark sheet, if you have under religion, if it says Christian or Muslim, then you can show that as a proof that you are a minority candidate. Okay. So this is claim for minority quota. Click on no if it is not applicable for you. And then we come to NRI quota for MBBS and BDS courses. So for NRI quota, there is NRI quota in self-financing private colleges in Kerala. Okay. And these NRI quota seats are around 20 lakhs fee structure per year. So the fee structure is high. But if you're a candidate who want to get the benefit of availing that NRI quota, right, then you have to click on yes. If you're not looking at the NRI quota, then you can click on no. So let's say you click on the NRI quota, there is a question which comes can you avail only the NRI seats? No, right? So if you click on this NRI quota for MBBS or BDS, you can select government seats, you can select self-financing seats, and you will also be able to select a NRI seat. So it's an added benefit only. So whatever benefit that you have, the government seats and self-financing seats will also be there for your selection. Okay, so if you're a candidate who's able to spend that extra amount and get the NRI seat, then please select yes. So for NRI claim, mention the applicant's relationship with the sponsor. So to avail the NRI quota, the candidate should either the candidate should be NRI or there should be a sponsorer who is sponsoring the candidate to get the NRI quota. Okay. So if you're let's look at what this relationship can be. So either the candidate's father can be a sponsorer, mother can be a sponsorer, brother, sister, husband, wife, father's brother, mother's brother. So a list of relationships have been given here. These are people who can be a sponsorer for you to get the NRI seat. Okay. So you'll also have to produce a document. You'll have to upload a document later during the upload documents page saying this person is related to me, right? You have to prove that they are related to you. Only then you will be able to get this NRI reservation. Okay, so here we are marking as no, and let's go to the next page. So now we are at the income details page. In the income details page, a note is given. Let's take a look at this note. Those who have not obtained income certificate from the village officer should enter anticipatory annual income. Okay, so if you haven't received your income certificate yet from the village officer, then you can anticipate what the annual income will be. So let's say if the annual income is going to be 5 lakhs, right? So approximate value that you think will be the correct value. So for this, you take an anticipatory annual income value and you can enter it in the field which is given here. If an income certificate is already obtained from the village officer, you can upload it in the uploading section in the KEAM information portal, which will come later. These applicants must choose their respective district, taluk, and village of their residence. These fields are here. Candidates who upload income certificate may be considered for any of the following benefits. So what is the use of this income certificate? One is fee exemption at the time of allotment for candidates in the list of Annexure 10A. So in Annexure 10A, 30 castes are listed. So these candidates who are belonging to these 30 castes, they get fee exemption for the whole of the MBBS course. Okay. So how do they get this fee exemption? Is using this income certificate. If they produce an income certificate saying their family income is only up to 6 lakh, it doesn't exceed 6 lakh, then they will get the fee exemption. And the second point is fee concession. The fee concession is for general category candidates who have a lower family income. So general candidates who have a lower family income can get fee concession using this income certificate. So here we are putting the income. So let's say we are putting 10 lakhs of annual family income. Then we are also marking the revenue district. So you will have to mark whichever is your revenue district, and we are saving. There is a button, save and preview. So now we are in the preview page of the application form. So in the preview page, you can look at the course details, what courses were selected, what are the basic information that you have given, your gender, nationality, nativity, your parents' details, communication details, then academic qualification, communal reservation, so what category that you have selected is here, and other reservations, PWD reservation, minority reservation, your income. So this preview page gives you all the details that you have filled for the last 3-4 pages, and it's a summary. So if all the details are correct in this page, then you can say you can proceed to the next step, If you see any mistakes or any changes that needs to be changed, the change has to be done now. Okay. Because once you go to the next step, then you won't be able to come back to this step. So if the details are all correct, then you have to click on the declaration and click on save and finalize. You will get a pop-up here saying, do you want to proceed? Click on OK. So now that we have filled the application form, next we have to pay the fee for the application. So there is this is the step 3 payment of the application fee. So you have to click on this. So once you click on this button, so here since I've selected a ST candidate, I am exempted from paying the application fee. Okay. So if you are a candidate who is from another category, another caste, so you'll have to pay the application fee according to that. Okay. So we go to the next step. So please pay the application fee and go to the next step. Here we are clicking on uploading images and certificates. This is the 4th step. So here there is upload photograph and signature. There are some guidelines here. You can take a look at this. So how to upload the photograph. So in your photograph should be 150 pixel into 200 pixel. Okay, the height has to be 200 pixel, the width has to be 150 pixel, and the signature has to be 150 pixel width and 100 pixel height. Okay, so this is the requirement, and make sure the photograph is between 15 KB to 100 KB, and the signature should be between 4 KB to 100 KB. Okay, so photograph specification, this is what we saw. So photograph has to be in JPEG format, 150 into 200 pixels, and the image file should be between 15 KB to 100 KB. So click on choose file and click on, so I have collected the documents that need to be uploaded and I've kept it ready. So I have to upload the passport size photo. I'm clicking on the passport size photo, and so there is a declaration here. So I'm clicking on the declaration. Next is the signature. Okay, choose a file, and I've already kept the signature file ready here. I'm clicking on this, and there's also a declaration here. So for the signature, there are some specifications given. The scanned image of the signature should be in JPEG format. The dimension should be 150 pixels into 100 pixels, and the image file should be between 4 KB to 100 KB file size. Okay. So now once a declaration is clicked, you will be able to click on the finish upload images. So click on the finish upload images. Next we go to the certificates upload page. So uploading of PDF formats for the certificates, the file size must be 10 KB, between 10 KB and 500 KB. It must be a soft copy of the original certificate. It should be authenticate. It's given as it should be authenticate, legible, clear, and readable. If multiple documents or multi-page documents are uploaded against a field, it should be merged into a single PDF. So in case you are uploading a NRI certificate, there are multiple pages to it. So you'll have to merge it and upload it as a single document. Okay. Okay, so certificates, so it's given certificate serial numbers 1 to 3. These certificates are mandatory to be uploaded right now. So you'll have to upload this right away. Then you can print the acknowledgement page, and then certificates 4 to 16, which is non-creamy layer certificate, intercaste marriage certificate, for children of intercaste marriage, the extract of school admission register. So we'll look at these certificates one by one. So certificates from 4 onwards to the bottom, these certificates can be uploaded these uploading of these certificates are not mandatory. And earlier, when we started this application form, we saw that two dates were given. One was the 10th April and one was 20th April, right? So the first three documents have to be uploaded before 10th April because there's no option for uploading this later. But other set of documents from 4 onwards, you will be able to upload it before 20th April. Okay, so let's look at what are these certificates. So there is a class 10 certificate, which is a SSLC certificate of the candidate's SSLC certificate. Then date of birth, proof for date of birth. So you have to prove that this is your date of birth. So what documents can be produced is here. So this is a mandatory thing, and the certificate can be birth certificate. If you have SSLC certificate which mentions your date of birth, that can be used. Relevant page of the passport. So if you have a passport and one of the passport pages, your date of birth will be given. You can scan that page and you can upload it. Then proof of nativity. So earlier we had looked at nativity. So there are three types of nativity. One is Keralite, non-Keralite category 1, non-Keralite category 2. So if you're a Keralite, then you have to just upload a birth certificate proving that you are born in Kerala. So your birth certificate can be produced, SSLC can be produced, your relevant page of the passport. Passport also has a page saying that the date of birth is there, so you can upload that also. So if you're a non-Kerala category 1, then you'll have to upload that certificate saying that you have studied in Kerala for 5 years, or that you are a resident of Kerala for 5 years. Let's say your parent is a Government of India employee or a Government of Kerala employee, then you have to produce a certificate proving that. So these certificates can be uploaded to for the nativity. Okay, and if your parents are born in Kerala, one of your parents are born in Kerala, their document can also be uploaded instead of your document to prove that you are a Kerala native. Okay, and you have to also prove that you are their son or daughter. That proof can be if you have a SSLC certificate with your parents' name, or in your passport your parents' name will be there. That will also be considered for this. So these three are mandatory. You can see the red asterisks here. These are mandatory documents that needs to be uploaded right away. So let's look at the fourth one, which is non-creamy layer certificate. So if you have any claim for communal reservation in SCBC, OBC, then you need to, so if you're a candidate who is part of SCBC or OEC category, then you will have to upload the non-creamy layer certificate from the village office, which is for state educational purpose. Okay. If you're a candidate who is a SC or ST candidate, then you will have to upload a community certificate. Just a community certificate is enough. Community certificate from a Tahsildar has to be uploaded. If you're an OEC candidate who do not come under the creamy layer, so there is a list of OEC candidates which are given. So OEC candidate, but you are not part of the creamy layer, but you want to avail the fee exemption, then you will have to upload the community certificate. And candidates belonging to communities listed in Annexure 10A. So 30 caste communities are mentioned in Annexure 10A. These communities are, if your income is below 6 lakh, then you don't have to pay fees for studying MBBS. There's a fee exemption. There's a complete fee exemption. So if you're able to get that 6 lakh, under 6 lakh income certificate, then you can upload it and avail that benefit. So the candidates who are coming under this 10A, you also have to produce a community certificate. If you already have a non-creamy layer certificate, it will have your community. Then you just have to upload the income certificate. Okay. If eligible for EWS, let's say you're a EWS category candidate, then you will have to upload a EWS certificate for income and asset certificate for economically weaker section. Okay, so that certificate can be uploaded. Then intercaste marriage certificate. So if your parents are from different caste, let's say one parent is from SCBC, or the second criteria is second scenario is where the other parent is from SC/ST, then you can avail that category's reservation benefits. But to avail that category reservation benefit, you have to produce this intercaste marriage certificate. And one more important point to notice, to avail that category reservation benefit, the candidate should be part of that category. They should have a community certificate saying that they are part of this category. Only then they'll be able to get that reservation benefit. So this is intercaste marriage parents. They'll have to upload a. So when the student is joining the first standard, they'll have that school admission register. That extract can be scanned and uploaded. For children of intercaste, so intercaste marriage parents, in migration cases, proof of permanent residential address has to be produced. So for children of intercaste married parents, in reconversion cases, proof of gazette notifications to the certificate has to be produced. Only for those candidates whose children of intercaste couple, whom one of them is SC/ST. So if one parent is SC/ST, then they have to produce this certificate. In reconversion cases, where the candidate parents are converted to Christianity or Islam and then they reconverted to Hinduism, then they have to get a Sudhi certificate and relevant documents and upload it here. Then income certificate, this is for candidates who want fee concession or scholarship. Then they have to get the income certificate, and if their income is below 6 lakh, up to 6 lakh, then they'll be able to get the fee concession. If you have the income certificate, then you can upload it here. Then certificate for, this is for ex-servicemen, defense skilled or defense missing. So for candidates like that, they'll have to upload a document here. This is also for serving defense candidate whose parents are serving in the military right now. Then there is also candidates whose parents died in harness. Their dependent can also avail this benefit. So these documents can be uploaded in this field. So earlier we had talked about diploma in Ayurveda, diploma in homeopathy. If you are opting for an MBBS or BDS seat, then you'll have to get the degree certificate and you will have to upload it here. So this claiming NQ, which is nurse quota. So nurse quota is applicable for MBBS, BDS candidates. So if you're part of this nurse quota, you'll have to get your documents ready and upload it in this section. So children of registered fishermen. So children of registered fishermen. So if your parents are registered fishermen, or and there's one more here, inmates of Sri Chitra Home, Nirbhaya Home, Juvenile Home. So these students, these candidates who are inmates of these homes will also get fee exemption. Or if your parent is a registered fisherman, you will also get fee exemption. To claim the course fee exemption, the children of registered fishermen have to upload a certificate from the fisheries officer. So the inmates of Chitra Home or Nirbhaya Home, Juvenile Home, they'll have to upload a certificate in this regard from the authority, from the concerned authority. Okay, so you have to get the documents related to this and you'll have to upload it here. So all these documents are mentioned in the prospectus in details. So if you are part of these categories, you can also go through the prospectus. We will also do a separate video for documents required for each of these categories in detail. So please wait for that video also. So if so for candidates who have studied Sanskrit as their second language in +2 or equivalent, additional 8 marks will be added to them in NEET UG 2023 for the preparation of Ayurveda. So this is only for Ayurveda. So if you're so this is not applicable for MBBS or BDS. So we can leave this. Proof of minority claim. So earlier we had spoken about minority certificate or reservation for Christians and Muslims. So if you want to avail that benefit, so then you'll have to upload the document here. So you can upload a minority certificate document which is received from the village officer, or if you have a 10 certificate which shows your religion as Christian or as Muslim, then you can also upload that. So in case of NRI quota claim, you want to get the NRI quota seats, then you will have to upload certain documents to avail this claim. So let's look at what these documents are. So for NRI candidate, there are 15% of seats in self-financing medical and dental colleges. To get this reservation, you'll have to upload these documents. So first is the relationship certificate of the sponsorer. So earlier we had looked at who the sponsorer can be. Can be father, mother, brother, your father's siblings. They can also be sponsorer, your mother's siblings and their cousins. So their sons or daughter, your cousins, their sons or daughter, they can also help you with the sponsoring. So we'll have to look at what these documents are. So there is a relationship certificate of the sponsorer and student to be issued by the revenue authorities. So relationship certificate between you and the sponsor, that is required. And passport copy. So your passport copy and visa attested by the embassy or consulate, or green card or OCI card of the sponsor. Okay, the sponsor's passport, visa, and their green card or OC card is required. If the employment of the sponsor is not mentioned in the document, the employment certificate of the sponsor attested by the embassy shall be uploaded. So employment certificate needs to be uploaded. Then also a sworn affidavit. So affidavit is important to attach along with the NRI documents, and the same shall be notarized by the notary public, and that the student is dependent of the sponsor, and all the expenses will be taken care by the sponsor. So the sponsor, if they're sponsoring a candidate, they have to provide affidavit saying that they will take care of all the tuition fees and all the fees regarding to the education for the complete MBBS or BDS education. Okay, so this more details on this can be looked at in the prospectus. We'll also be doing a separate video on this, so please wait for that. So all these documents will have to be merged as single file and be uploaded here. Okay, so that concludes all the documents that are to be uploaded. Okay, so let's click on upload certificates. So here you will have to upload the class 10 certificate. So let's click on the class 10 certificate and upload it. So it says uploaded. This is your SSLC certificate. Next is the proof of date of birth. So this can be your birth certificate, SSLC, mark sheet if date of birth is mentioned, or your passport. So choose a file. So that document which has your date of birth proof has to be uploaded. Next is your proof of nativity. So depending on, there are 3 categories. So depending on what certificate is needed for your nativity, we have done a separate video on this. You can go back to the video and look at what document is required. So one of this document has to be uploaded. So you'll have to upload the nativity document. Okay. Next, so these 3 are mandatory documents. These have been uploaded. So you can scroll down. If you have other documents ready already for these remaining categories from 4 to 16, if you have these documents ready already, you can go ahead and upload it. If you don't have it ready, no problem. Additional 10 days have been given. So you will have to upload these documents before 20th April. That is the last date. A notice given here, original certificates must be kept in hand and be produced before the admission authority when required. Let's click on submit. Okay, so these documents are uploaded. Let's click on the submit button. Okay, so now we have gone to the next page. We have completed the uploading images and certificates. So the registration is done, filling of the application form is done, payment of application fee is done, upload images and certificate is done. So if you have to, next is printing of the acknowledgement. We'll come to this. So here you can see if you wish to view uploaded certificates or upload more certificates, you will have to click on this. Okay. So if you click on this, you will go back to this upload certificates page. So if you want to upload more documents, you can go here and upload all these documents. Okay, so these documents have been uploaded. Now is you'll have to print the acknowledgement. So this is the acknowledgement page. The acknowledgement application acknowledgement is generated. So you can go through this. Your the signature is here. The photos here, name of the candidate, date of birth, what course the candidate has opted for is here, gender is here, then communication address, details and email, everything is here. So you can save this acknowledgement PDF, and you can keep it for future use. Okay, so the acknowledgement has been saved. Now you can come back to the previous page, close it, come back to the previous page. So let's say, so you might have a question, how do I come back to this page again, right, to upload more certificates? So we'll look at this. For that, you will have to, so now that your acknowledgement has been printed and saved, you'll have to keep this for future use. If you have any certificate that you need to upload right now, you can upload this. Now you can log out. Okay. So now we are going back to the home page. So let's say you're getting all the documents ready, and at a later stage of time you want to upload your documents. Then you will have to just go to candidate login again. So if you go to candidate login and type in your application number. So you're typing in your application number, enter your password. Okay, so this is the candidate login. Now you're logged in as a candidate. So you are back to this page. Okay, so you've finished all the 5 steps, and this is the page which you will have to upload more documents till the 20th of April. So here it says that your application is under scrutiny. Last date for application for uploading documents, if any, is 20th April 2023 by 5 p.m. Okay. So you have uploaded a set of documents in this page. Okay. And so let's say if one of the documents is wrong, so you will get a memo in this page. So you'll get a memo in this page saying this document is wrong and this document needs to be corrected and re-uploaded. Okay. So in that scenario, what you have to do is keep logging into the your candidate portal. So log in every 3 days or every 1 week, log into the candidate portal to make sure that all your documents are correct. So if all your documents are correct, then there won't be any memo. But this will happen only after 10th April. So till 10th April, you have time to upload these documents. So after 10th April, only the candidate login will be available. The registration portal will be closed after 10th April. So after 10th April, every 3 days or 1 week, please log into this candidate portal and keep looking at your information. So if there is any change that needs to be done, then you will get a memo here. Okay. So then if some certificate has to be re-uploaded, you can click on this button and re-upload these certificates. Okay, so that concludes our application process. So if you have any queries regarding the application process, please drop a comment below. We'll be happy to help you. And thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel for watching more videos on the Kerala medical MBBS and BDS application and counseling. We'll be doing more videos in this series. So please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.